Well, good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday night. Hope you had a wonderful start to the weekend. Things are changing in the weather department. We'll talk all about that coming up in just a bit. But first, want to make sure the audio is working a-okay on this Saturday night. Hello, Jonah, David, and Lisa. Hope you're having a nice weekend so far. Beautiful weather today. Matter of fact, you can see on the numbers right there. We hit 66 for a high temperature. 68 is the average, so we were 2 degrees below that. This morning was cold at 34. Average morning low this time of year, 46. So about right for the afternoons, but colder than average in the early mornings. How is the weather in Kentucky? Well, I will check on that coming up in just a little bit. Kristen asks, how's the weather doing on the other side of the country? Yeah, we'll check on that along with the long-range weather forecast coming up in just a bit. But yeah, here are the numbers from today. I mean, no rain today. It was clear. It was sunny. It was beautiful. Highs made it to the 60s and 70s. And one thing that changed a little bit was the allergy report. 3 allergens in the air so far this afternoon, and it was elm, mountain cedar, and mold. All 3 are light, but the heaviest one, if anything, is mold at 3:30. So if you're sneezing, it's most likely the mold, but even at that, it's been a lot worse. It's really improved in the last couple of days. Out there right now, we're sitting in the 50s, 54 at the airport, 58 at Stinson. Winds are light at 7, but notice that direction from the southeast. And all right, let's take a look at the bigger map. So a lot of folks, or Kristen asked earlier, how's the weather in Kentucky? Well, it looks pretty clear. I mean, matter of fact, you can see clear across the country, no active weather. I mean, maybe in Montana and southern Canada, North Dakota, you can see a few snow showers moving in that direction, but otherwise, it is a very quiet weather flow on this Saturday night. But aside from this, everything is pretty quiet. And all is well from California to Florida to Texas to the East Coast. Everything, it is pretty clear. And you can see back here at home, it is mostly quiet. Ruth says, happy birthday to my son, Caleb. He's 25. Well, happy birthday, Caleb. I hope you guys have a good time this weekend. I mean, the weather was perfect, right? Perfect weather for any outdoor plans. Hope you had a wonderful birthday, Caleb. Happy 25th. That's awesome. Oh yeah, so it is quiet here in San Antonio tonight. If you have plans to go out, bring a jacket, maybe a coat. It's not going to be terribly cold, but by about midnight, we're dropping into the upper 40s, lower 50s, a few clouds overhead, south winds at 5. But those south winds will be responsible for keeping us above freezing in the overnight. And you can see temperatures across the area from 54 in Stockdale to 45 in Helotes, same thing in Bernie, 46 in Bandera. 40s across the hill country, 50s out west, pair of 5s in Gonzales, and about 54 in Beeville. So fairly nice out there. It's not cold, but it is getting cooler by the hour. So again, if you're heading out tonight in the next hour or two, maybe bring a jacket to keep you warm, because if you're staying out late, temperatures are just going to get colder from here. Matter of fact, let's walk you through what's happening in the overnight and the next couple of days. By 2 a.m. tomorrow morning, lower 40s, and that's pretty much where we stay for the entire overnight. Matter of fact, San Antonio should bottom out around 40 to 41, above freezing. Hill country spots, if you're watching from Fredericksburg, Kerrville, Rock Springs, Kerr County, Kendall County, Gillespie County, you're likely going to dip down into the middle to upper 30s, but still, everyone in our viewing area in this map right here is going to be above freezing because of 2 things. South winds bringing in some slightly more humidity. That'll keep temperatures above freezing, not as cold as previous nights, but also the cloud cover that should keep us relatively comfortable in the late nights and early mornings. No more freezes, please, and yeah, I know. I like the summertime. You know, winter's nice and all, but I get sick of the cold after a while, and I get what you're saying, Ann. Tomorrow, though, if you like warmth, we're going to be in the 70s tomorrow. Now, this one forecast model says about 77. It's possible, but it's going to be dependent on which spots see more sun than others. You can see more clouds building by tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon with this map right here. So if you're underneath the clouds for most of tomorrow, like in Hondo, Kerrville, Fredericksburg, your temperatures are going to stay in the 60s all day. But if you're in an area like to the south near Cotulla or George West, you may get into the upper 70s tomorrow afternoon. So there's going to be a big temperature difference depending on where you're at, and more importantly, depending on where the clouds move in. If there's more clouds over San Antonio, we'll stay in the 60s all day. But if we see a good amount of breaks in the sky, more sun, we'll get into the 70s and maybe near 80. Speaking of 80s, we have some 80s in the forecast by Monday and Tuesday. So tomorrow, we're keeping things mostly at 70 for your Sunday, but again, if we see more sunshine than expected, we'll pass that with a southeast wind at 5 to 10. Now, Ann mentioned no more freezes. Yeah, I know. I don't want any more, but that being said, there is a very strong cold front in the works. Not out there yet, but by tomorrow and Monday, it's going to start moving across the country early next week, and then it's going to move into our area, South Texas, around Wednesday morning, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. That's midweek Wednesday morning. We're expecting this cold front right here to move through, and you can see where it's ranked right there, very strong. And what do we mean by very strong? 30-degree drop in temperatures from one afternoon to the next. So Tuesday's high, 85. That's what we're forecasting for Tuesday afternoon. The next day, 24 hours later, temperatures will struggle to get out of the 40s on Wednesday. So, yeah, that's a big difference. Big temperature swing and a big change is on the way, but not until Wednesday. If you like the warmth, if you like the spring-like temperatures, if you like the humidity, if you like the sunshine, good news, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday, that's for you. But if you like the cold, if you like the winter-like feel, if you like gusty winds, if you like winds up to 30 miles an hour, if you like the colder air, if you like some light rain, if you like that weather pattern, well, looks like Wednesday and Thursday is going to bring that in for you. So let's show you how that kind of unfolds. So here's the upper levels. You can see by Monday and Tuesday that area of low pressure moves into Las Vegas, into the Four Corners. Now that's the upper levels. That's like that 30,000 feet. And keep in mind, around these troughs, you have, let me see if I can create this. You have strong southwesterly flow aloft when it moves into that area. So you can see by about Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, our region, most of the state of Texas and New Mexico, Louisiana, Oklahoma, we're all under like this eastern, southeastern side of that low. Why that's important? Well, it's going to help bring in some more cloud cover, some Pacific moisture from the Baja Peninsula. That's going to ride overhead, and some of that will spark off some rain Wednesday and Thursday. And then when you combine that with the colder air moving in from the north, you got moisture riding above it, what we call overrunning, riding over the colder air, and then colder air moving in from the north. That's going to produce a very damp, cloudy, cold, drizzly, rainy weather pattern. It's not going to be a lot of rain. It's mostly going to be light rain, drizzle, mist, making up words now, on Wednesday and Thursday. So the rain starts Wednesday morning as early as sunrise, right, 6, 7 a.m. It's mostly going to be light, maybe an isolated heavy downpour. And then we'll see batches of rain moving from west to east. As you saw in that upper level map earlier before this graphic, we're going to see just kind of rounds of light rain moving in from west to east. So the first round comes in on Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon. Colder air arrives Wednesday morning as well. Those two coincide with a very damp weather pattern between Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday as well. And notice if you're watching from North Texas, from let's say the Red River, Oklahoma, Lubbock, San Angelo, Abilene, I-20 area, west of Dallas, Fort Worth, there's a good chance at some more wintry mix, sleet, freezing rain for that area on Thursday morning. But it looks like most of our region here in San Antonio, all of South Texas, will just see light rain and very, very cold air. So it's going to be like a cold, rainy setup for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So for a span of about 3 to 4 days, 2 to 3 days, I should say, it's going to be cold, rainy, kind of cloudy and ugly outside. So it's going to start Wednesday, and you can see the fall off from 48 on Tuesday, the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, from 85 on Tuesday to 48 on Wednesday, 46 on Thursday. Just a huge swing in temperatures. Really big changes on the way for next week. Yeah, and you know, yeah, I know I said mizzle. Sometimes when you do the weather, it happens like that. And we do need rain. Yeah, so Isabel mentioned we need rain. Yeah, we're in bad drought, so we welcome the rain. But unfortunately, the rain we're going to see next week, it's just going to be light stuff. Just some, drizzle, mist, light rain, all that good stuff. Yes. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So yeah, that's the setup for Wednesday into Thursday. And again, very light stuff, guys. We're not expecting a lot of rain with the system. We could use more rain, but we're not going to get much just because of the colder air and the overrunning setup. It's just going to create like this damp weather pattern that produces just mist, right? Light rain, drizzle, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And you can see on the left side of the screen, the rain chances like day by day, right there. So Tuesday, small chance of rain, partly cloudy. So between tomorrow and Tuesday, warm, highs in the 70s and 80s. Enjoy it while it lasts, because Wednesday rolls around, if I can point down to it. Wednesday rolls around, that's a better chance at 40%, 50% chance at like scattered light rain that continues through Thursday, and sticks around slightly for Friday and Saturday, but most of that, light rain, cold weather system should be out by about Friday, but we'll keep the chance of rain through about next weekend this time, and you can see not a lot of rain expected. Maybe areas across the hill country, we'll see, up to about 1/4 of an inch if they're lucky, but the pattern that moves in by middle of next week lends itself to just light rain, more cold air, if anything. You can see on the 7-day, 85 on Tuesday to 48 on Wednesday. So don't put away your coats just yet, because we are going to need it. Yeah, between next Wednesday and next Friday, it's just going to be consistently cold. And with light rain around, kind of lingering through next weekend, it's going to be kind of an ugly pattern. So enjoy the sunshine tomorrow afternoon as the sun breaks out of the clouds. Same thing for Monday, and enjoy the warmth as it lasts through Tuesday. On Tuesday, the daily record on Tuesday, February 22nd, the daily record is 93 degrees, set back in 1985. I'll have to double check that. But people were asking, 85 is like 17 degrees above normal. You can see in the upper right-hand corner, 68 degrees is the average high for February. Tuesday, we're hitting 85 or so. And if that's, people were asking if that's near a record. It's kind of close, but remember, 93 is the record on that day in history. So we'll be in the range of it, but we won't be that close to it. Regardless, it's going to be a warm and humid day up ahead for tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday especially. And the bottom just falls off, so get ready for that. Get ready for that. Yeah, so light rain Wednesday and Thursday, and again, expect and anticipate, prepare yourselves for a very cold forecast until the end of next week. But by Monday and Tuesday, again, we're in the 80s, so very, very nice. All right, guys, well, if you have any other questions, feel free to shoot me a message on my Facebook, Twitter, social media. We'll be here for the next 2 to 3 hours here at Ken's 5. We go live for the 10 o'clock show tonight at 10, and it lasts through, it ends at 11 o'clock. It's an hour-long show, so tune in at 10 o'clock here on Ken's 5. We'll be here with the latest on local news, weather, sports, everything you need to know on this Saturday night. All right, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message on Facebook. Meteorologist Ryan Shoptaugh is the name on Facebook. Same thing on Twitter. And, yeah, I'll be here for the next couple hours, and feel free to shoot me a message. I'll be here enjoying the night. All right, guys. Well, have a great night. I'll go through the graphics one more time for those who are just tuning in. But for now, I'll say goodbye and hope you guys have a wonderful night. Stay safe, stay warm, and be careful out there, guys. All right? Have a great night, everybody, and be safe.